Yo, welcome back to Learn Crypto, home of your daily cryptocurrency updates. My name is Nick Hellman.
I'm Todd Butterfield.
Glad to have you guys here live. The markets are looking all right. You know, we've gained about $12 billion since last night's live show. We got a couple of the community favorites pumping over double digits. We are going to talk about what Vertcoin thinks about this 51%.com, how much it really costs to attack them. Also, Bittrex is now partnering with some banks to get some corporate money and hopefully some retail investors easier fiat onboarding into cryptocurrency. They are trying to regain their title as one of the supreme exchanges. Obviously, they have fallen off with Binance, BitMEX, etc. And then we got Ripple's CEO on CNBC again. It didn't really help the Ripple price, but he thinks that Ripple is going to break from the wrath of Bitcoin and go on its own path rather than following the market. And then lastly, Venezuela is really stepping up, trying to keep cryptocurrencies out of their country, confiscating anything computer and mining related that individual orders from overseas. That is pretty interesting. So make sure to hit that like, share, and subscribe button if you're excited for this live show. We're going to have Todd obviously looking at the technical analysis as well, so get your requests for coins ready for him. Let's see what he has to say with this little resurgence we had here in the market. And also, guys, we are in fourth place currently. We're about 20 votes away from first place in the Electric Coin contest. Go over there, hit that StuNot620 vote. If we win, we are giving it all away to you guys during live shows. There is 1.1 million ECA coins up for grabs. We need like 30, 40, 50 votes, guys. Use your computer, use your mobile phone, get your wife's phone, get your kid's phone. Go log in on work. We can all vote like 5 times. Go ahead and do it. Nothing is fair in love, war, and cryptos. Let's show them how strong and smart the Learn Crypto community really is. So prime time to do it is right now during this intro, and then we'll hop right into it.
Get ready for a moonshot.
Boom! Look at that rocket ship in the background. Did you guys see that? Oh!
Come on. With a common denominator.
And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Let's talk about something important. Put that coffee down.
I'm not here to waste your time.
Everyone has access to the information. We just know how to analyze it better.
Where else you gonna have this much fun?
You the man. You the man.
Todd Father.
Show me the money.
What I've been doing, had to triple my bag. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Yeah. Had to triple my bag.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, it's no trick to make a lot of money. All you want is to make a lot of money.
We're just going to go to the overview for 1 second. I don't know if you guys can see that 6-foot-tall Learn Crypto rocket ship right there in the background. Hop aboard, hit that subscribe button. We're going places, guys.
Going to the moon. All we need now is a astronaut suit.
We're working on it. We're working on it. Let's see what's going on over here in the coin market cap. $330.5 billion up, I think, something around $10 billion since yesterday. Bitcoin trying to get back to that 7,500 mark, up 1.42% for the day. Ethereum up 3.45%, up to $575. This is still one large cap that Todd thinks is going to lead the charge during the next bull run. Ripple at 61 cents after the CEO was on CNBC, getting them 1.83% in the green. Bitcoin Cash still struggling to get back up to that 1,000 mark at up 1.28%. We got EOS EOS mainnet goes live tomorrow. Make sure your EOS is on Binance right now. I forget what the cutoff time is, but the date is today. Binance, KuCoin, or registered through your Ethereum wallet. We will see how the price action happens after the mainnet obviously is down $8 from its recent high. We'll see if this is going to be another dump once the mainnet goes live. I don't know. I just don't know. I can't really give you my opinion on that one. Now let's see what the big winners are in the top 100. We got Hobie token. If you don't know what that is, that's an exchange token that has a lot of the token economics similar to BNB. Obviously, they have a lot of volume over there in Hobie, or Huobi, or however you say it. This is one that has caught my interest for a while now. I just haven't found a good entry point. It really ran. It was like 60 cents or $1 not too long ago. Had a quick 4x during the bear market. I just have not found an entry point. Etho is up 13.34%. Binance Coin up 12.25% on rumors that they were going to be buying back a portion of this circulating supply and burning them. Just a rumor, guys. We don't trade on rumors here. We trade on facts. This is one we've been talking about for a while. So you may already hold some, and really you only gain the benefits from Binance Coin if you hodl it. And then we got gas up here. So NEO is not a big gainer, but what you earn with NEO gas is up 10%, back over $20. Now, you know, I have to show you this one, guys, because you guys are going to be a little upset. Linda Coin up 42% for the day. At one point, it was up 50% for the day. I've been talking about this one since we did the interview. I think Linda X Protocol and their new wallet are going to be a big deal. Today, they leaked one page out of their new white paper talking about how the mobile wallets and masternodes will work together, and they had a 42% move.
Whoa.
This full white paper is set to be released on Saturday. We'll see what happens with that. Obviously, I'm not going to endorse anybody buying anything after a 40% move. Usually, that's when I'm trying to scalp trade. If you look at the chart, though, 24 sats still may be cheap in the long run, as this thing is only sitting at a 16 million valuation, with 1/3 of its total supply already circulating. So even if you hypothetically said all 30 billion tokens were in circulation, at this price you're only looking at, you know, a what, $50 billion total or $50 million total market cap. Sorry. So I said, you know, this coin is going to live or die based on this new Linda X protocol if coins get integrated with their new wallet. So we'll have to wait and see. You know, I plan on getting a masternode. And I know that some people in the community have already reached out to me saying they're accumulated for the same. And a lot of people are asking if I traded this. Since this is kind of a long-term hodl, you know, we'll see what happens with the gains. I have not traded this. I know that goes against what I usually do, but I'm going to hold it at these price points. So, without further ado, let's let Todd look at some of the community's favorites. And if you guys have any charts you want Todd to look at, throw them out there.
Okay, we're starting with Bitcoin. I'm going to zero in. This is the 5-minute because we had the ending diagonal triangle here that we've talked about. We had the impulse wave off of that. I did talk at 7,300 on yesterday's intraday update that hopefully that was going to be a 1-2. It did look like that. Now it looks like we've done possibly another 1-2. So if we can get back up to the 7,600 level, I would think we're going to get a pretty big sharp move. So I'd be on the lookout for that. And I wouldn't be shy of move to 7,600, 75, 80 or so. If you were looking for a scalp, I'd probably buy Bitcoin on strength. Because I think if we get back to those levels, we're going to have a quick run to the upside. So probably a 1-2-1-2 by Elliott Wave. And then going to show Ethereum here. That one's a little bit stronger. 1-2-1-2 there. Again, it won't take much to get that to what I think some short covering would lead to. So I think a 586 would get that going, and I think anything above 610 would probably really get it going. So I would look at that one still, because that's about $20 higher than last night's show. Classic, not much to say there. Quickly go through these. There's not much really to add. Litecoin a little weaker. NEO a little stronger. Ripple, not much. OMG, not much.
With all these, are we really just seeing where the price action on BTC is and if they can get and hold above the short-term recent highs they've had? Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah, if we get above the recent short-term highs, and I think we can really rock and roll. Here's ADA up 5 1/4. That one's been a little bit stronger. We like the looks of that. We're going to go through a few more here. Decred 92.78. Digibyte, let's throw this one up here, up 3.84%. If these lows down here are good after a 1-2-1-2, then like I say, we should be able to really get a rally going here. EOS 12.16.
Somebody wants you to hammer in on XLM, XRP, and Knowles.
There's Made that I had done a video on yesterday morning. It's trying to get back to that 50-cent level, which I think would lead to, that would be new highs for the move. That should bring in some more buying. ONT, I knew that one was holding well. We're going to show that again here. Go out a little bit, zoom out on that one here in a minute. Strat USD. Again, these are just the 5-minute charts showing the rally off the bottom. Tron not doing much today. It came back down near those lows. I thought it would do a little bit better than that, so give that a chance tonight to maybe get moving. XLM up 7.11. You can see that one. If that's a 1-2-1-2, that thing could really get going to the upside now. That chart looks really good short term. XVG 39. Zen, a little quiet here. ZRX, $1.28. That one looks pretty good. And then let's go back to ONT. We're going to go back to like the 2 hours. This one here looks pretty good, I think, on the 2-hour chart. We'd given that previous support. We've had some really high-level, I think, reaccumulation here, and a quick move back to the top of the trading range, kind of here short term. So
is that looking like it's priming up for our pork blaster?
I think ONT looks pretty good here. That's why I wanted to bring that one up. Rocket ships.
The Beeve says Todd got in on GNT before the recent run. Time to take profits or add to the position.
I'm really, as I said, I like to trade, but I'm not trying to trade. I'm trying to step back in case Bitcoin's doing that big triangle and we're going to head to the races. So I think you add to position. And if you got any, just hold it. So.
Cool. Well, let me snag this from you so we can talk about a few things over here. First off, Kanan is in here from the Vertcoin organization. On June 2nd at 8 a.m. during their live talk episode, we kind of talked about it yesterday. It's been all over Twitter how cheap it is, apparently, to do a 51% attack on a lot of these proof-of-work coins. They're going to talk about the crypto's proof-of-work in general, I believe, and then dig in deep with the developers of Vertcoin and explain what that means for Vertcoin here in the future. Now, from this, it says 51% attack. Nope. So I think this would be good to watch if you guys want more of a technical and dev perspective on that website that's been circulating and what really goes into a 51% attack, and also how some of your favorite coins and Vertcoin can fight against that. So definitely I'll check that out if you want to learn more on a more technical level, especially if you're a miner or you're owning proof-of-work coins. So let's do that. Also, guys, last night I did a review on Typerium. The only reason I did that yesterday in a rush, even after the live show, is because the first round has started. Now, I would go to the video, obviously watch that, but then in the description, there's a bunch of links in there that you can get a lot more in-depth research. If it's something you're interested in, it really behooves you not to get involved in the first round because it is 1 penny per type token in round 1. And in the last round, the 5th round, it is 5 cents per type token. That's a hypothetical 5-banger there, so there's no reason to wait if you're interested. I'm not proposing that anybody invest in ICOs. There are highly risky investment opportunities. Also, if you are a U.S. resident or Chinese resident, you are not technically allowed to invest in any ICOs. Now, there's something called a V and maybe a Paul and a Nick that you can use in order to get access to that website and ICOs. That's about all I can say on that. Well, let's see. Oh, the other thing I wanted to show, here is the little leak. If you want to read the page that Linda Coin from their white paper they released, I tweeted it out, kind of talking about how it had a 40% gainer. It's above that now. You know, just kind of giving you guys trouble because I called it on Zen where you could have had a 4-banger. Now on Linda, it's starting to take off. We've seen some good price action out of a lot of the coins we've done interviews and reviews on. So make sure to take in the information, grasp it, and go from there. Obviously, we are not your final decision on investments. I just kind of like to present the facts on projects that I've looked deep into, and you guys can go ahead and take a look as well. Also, going back to Vertcoin, Canaan or Vertcoin released this. Now, if you watch the interviews with Vertcoin, they have been talking about the Lit network, a separate version being worked on by the MIT of the Lightning Network. And they have been talking about this lit box. Before, we didn't really know it was just kind of a hypothetical, but apparently the development is underway. They kind of show a mock-up picture here, talk about what it is going to do, how each and every one of you could have a lit box hooked up to your modem. Therefore, it will be almost like a node for your Lightning Network channels that you want to run. And only as of now, Litecoin, Bitcoin, and Vertcoin will be integrated onto this lit box and lit Lightning Network. So that should be interesting. You know, I'm sure that they'll talk about that on their YouTube video on Saturday as well. If you have anything else you want to add, Kanan, go ahead and do it in the comment section. You know, we really haven't seen price action for Vertcoin, but if Lit is the Lightning Network that is being utilized on a day-to-day basis, 2 of the lead developers from Vertcoin are working on that MIT initiative, and it's going to be integrated into the Lit box. So you think that some kind of price action and utilization will happen with Vertcoin in the future. All right, let me go through an article, and then I know you guys are spamming over here for Todd to look at some charts. We'll also go to the overview and see what you guys are saying in the chat box. Have some fun with you. But before we do that, Bittrex gets bank agreement to help you buy Bitcoin with dollars. It's got my interest. Bittrex Inc., a Seattle-based cryptocurrency exchange that lets users swap nearly 200 different digital coins, said it forged banking agreements that will allow some customers to trade in U.S. dollars. The closely held firm said the pact will let corporate clients in some states buy virtual tokens using dollars, a move that could help the trading venue bring in more users. Bittrex is working with the New York-based Signature Bank, which will hold the dollar-denominated funds along with other financial firms. Sounds like institutional money coming, guys. And Bittrex has been saying they were going to make this move for a while. As we've just seen them consistently fall down the volume charts for exchanges, this could be the thing that generates volume back on Bittrex. And some of your gems that you've been holding on Bittrex, they might finally get that volume, that traded volume over there, and see a nice price gain as well. Larger financial institutions bound to strict government regulations on money laundering and customer verification have mostly avoided putting their reputations at risk by getting involved with an industry that many still associate with criminal activity. Now, I know none of us are criminals, but that's kind of the persona we have. As a result, some virtual currency marketplaces are crypto-to-crypto only, meaning that they allow customers to trade using digital money, not dollars. Some banks are coming around. Coinbase, one of the biggest U.S. crypto trading venues, has developed relationships with Cross River Bank, Metropolitan Bank, Silvergate Bank in the United States, and recently secured a Barclays PLC bank account in the U.K. Based in San Juan, Puerto Rico, took over bank duties for Bitfinex last year after the exchange was dumped by Wells Fargo & Co. 3 people familiar with the matter said earlier this month. Bittrex, which has more than 3 million consumers globally, is launching fiat trading on Thursday for Bitcoin. That is today. Tether and TrueUSD. The service will initially be available only to corporate customers in Washington, California, New York, and Montana for regulatory reasons, but the firm says it plans to expand the offering to retail investors eventually. It just started today, guys. We will see how many corporations can come out of those 4 states, but they expand this to all 50 states. They expand it to retail investors, so your grandma can then get some fiat into here You're going to have institutional money, new retail money, etc. And like I said, the Bittrex volume could go up, and it could be a bigger player in the exchange space once more. Overall, pretty bullish if these banks are starting to come around, guys. We say this all the time, don't take for granted how much investment money is out there and really just how small this cryptocurrency ecosystem is currently. What's going on in the chat box, Todd? Are you just reading text messages?
Yeah, all business. Niagara Tony, if you really want to know.
Anthony said, I just converted my entire portfolio to ETH based on the video title. You're doing this all right, Anthony.
Exactly. Doing it all right. That's why we'll run a disclaimer later.
Mark D says, hello, Cardano Nation. Best risk reward in all of crypto.
What's up, QJ?
Cardano is a project I like. I like everything IOHK and Charles Hoskinson really touch. I don't think it's a bad investment there, And Todd was talking about that as it was around 20 cents, with some Wyckoff saying that we were in a good area to start accumulating.
Yep.
What else we got in here? Any questions before we have Todd look at the charts? Somebody says, any bright side to Lisk? I like what Lisk is doing. Now, their price action has not been great lately, but really what has. Lisk is essentially another protocol token. I'm bullish on those for 2018, and they're really focused on ease of use and really trying to get newbies into the space and build on top of their blockchain and their platform.
Somebody asked about Z Classic, so I did bring that one up on a short-term chart.
Let's look at it.
I brought up a 15-minute chart. We had to run up to 42 or so, and you can see some big volume came down here for the selling climax. So if you look at that a little bit closer, preliminary support was when it stopped the decline here, rallied for 3 bars, came down big volume, selling climax, came right back up for an automatic rally, and then tested on a secondary test. Those 4 things say the downtrend has stopped for now, and then you want to see some sideways. So we did go up. We did an up thrust above the automatic rally high, came down, tested that. Could have gave you an idea we was headed back down to support again. We did come down and spring the support. We came over and tested it here for like 10 bars on low volume. And then we had to run up into today for, I think, a sign of strength. So I would guess this coin could be bought. And on this one, I would trail a stop because I don't think their fundamentals are maybe too hot. But I think you could buy it and trail a stop. So I would say probably 1235. I'd hate to see it overlap that. So I'd probably buy it here with the 1235 stop for entertainment purposes only.
Thoughts on Morpheus Network? That is one I'm not really familiar on. And then he also said, what happens to the value of Bitcoin once fiat becomes on-ramp instead of BTC? Well, it can go 2 ways, really. Obviously, getting more fiat onboarding platforms allows more users to get cash into the ecosystem, which they'll probably invest in large caps first. But also, you are right. The reason that BTC has been an index for so long is because it is, on some exchanges, the only way to buy altcoins. And then also, on many exchanges, has the most trading pairs for altcoins. Therefore, whenever you want Digibyte, for example, you usually have to buy Bitcoin first, and then you sell for Digibyte. And just a mental thing is you're going to keep some of your Bitcoin off to the side because you know it's the index, and you gradually want to accumulate Bitcoin along the way. With more fiat pairings, will people start buying less Bitcoin since they're not going to need it to buy altcoins? It's a good possibility, guys. We'll just have to keep an eye on that, keep an eye on the fundamentals and really what is going on with Bitcoin. Is it only being used for trading, or is it actually being utilized as a payment channel, like a peer-to-peer payment solution, and being utilized as the new digital gold to secure someone's wealth? We'll just have to keep up with that. But you are right in your assumption that if there are more fiat pairings and you don't need Bitcoin anymore, there may be less people buying it and hodling it for the long term. So we'll just have to keep up to date on that.
Somebody asked there, Aaron Tanner, do you think the Italian crisis will affect American banks and stock market? It is a little bit. Deutsche Bank is the chart in front of you. We mentioned that this could be a blow up. Don't want to spread the FUD on that, but today you got another good sell-off to new lows for the move. So, if Deutsche Bank has an issue, I would think that probably does bring buying to Bitcoin. And we've been talking about, Bitcoin could have a 10-day rally that could knock your socks off. That would be something that would help ignite that. So
we kind of talked about the Italian crisis yesterday as well. Obviously, like Todd said, there was a quick, little flash crash in the traditional markets with that announcement from Italy. And, that's just could be another currency crisis. We've seen it, like I said, with Venezuela, Argentina, Turkey, possibly Italy now. And I know somebody from Australia is in the community, and he messages me all the time about how their fiat system is getting worse and worse by the year with new regulation. You only can have a certain amount of cash on you. You can only make purchases up to a certain amount with cash, etc. And really, that should fuel the main use case for cryptocurrencies. Like Mark D says, it seems like we are kind of switching from currencies to products and platforms here in this cryptocurrency ecosystem. But really, the main purpose of cryptos was for decentralized peer-to-peer currency, where you hold the underlying. You don't have to worry about third parties, banks, when they're closed, when they're open, and fees. So we'll see how this continues to develop with these fiat hyperinflations going on in multiple countries now.
Aaron Tanner asking about ICX. That's been one that I didn't like the way it stopped up here, but I would think, if these coins are doing big triangles, that was probably a decent low down here at the 30,000 level. So again, on that one, I probably would buy here, but I'd put a stop probably at that low. I'm just trying to be careful on some coins that could turn down and really suck wind. I don't want to have a bunch of those.
So let's do a quick poll. Do you guys think we're going to go to 7K Bitcoin or 8K Bitcoin first? I know we did this a couple days ago, and a lot of people said 7K when we were around $7,300. Now we're around 75. So it really hasn't done much. It's in this trading range. But do you guys think we are going to break the short-term highs and explode up to 8,000 and to that 8,600 price target? Or do you think we're going to hit 7K and we need to really hold that? Otherwise, we probably have a little lower price objectives. We got 7K, 8K, 7K, 8K. So far we're even. Taj says still 7K. Wes says 7K. Another 8K. Looks like 7Ks are winning it by a little bit. So most of you are a little bearish. Little. Sounds like some people got some fiat on the side or maybe scalping some of the profits from the green in the day today. Eric says 8K. Welcome to the show, Eric. It looks like you don't have a wrench. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and we'll give you a wrench, buddy.
Now there's coming some 8s, so now we're going.
John Cool says 6666 on June 6th. There you go.
That's not cool.
Not cool. I don't want that. I'll sell everything. 7K would be really bad. 7K wouldn't be terrible if it holds. If it breaks below 7K and below that mental barrier, I think that it might have a little more downside. But I still think we would have strong support at the prior low at 6,500. Todd and I really aren't thinking we're going that direction, but we just always want to get your guys' opinion in here.
There's Bitcoin 7509, so trying to dig in here. If that 7,600 prints again, I think we're off to the races.
There we go.
There's some more 8s coming in. So
yeah, there are some 8s
we just
coming.
leaned a little more bullish.
We don't want to influence you. I just want to know your guys' opinion. That's all.
Oh, I do want to influence. That's what I'm here
Buy
for.
Buy Bitcoin. All right, so it's that time of the show again. Go over to my Twitter. All it is, guys, is you just click on this win a lecture right here. Boom, it opens up. You scroll down and you hit vote. Right now we have 138 votes. We are currently in 4th place by only 6 votes, guys, and we are only missing out of 1st place. We are 30 votes away from 500,000 Electrocoin that will be given away to you. This is a lot of Electrocoin that we're giving away, guys. I want an opportunity to put a smile on all of your faces and rain some ECA in these live shows and in their Discord. So get over here, hit that vote, use your desktop, use your mobile device, use your wife's phone, use your kid's laptop, use your fucking freaking computer at work.
At 4th, you're going to be just raining tears.
Yeah, that's nothing. I mean, if we get 3rd, we'll still have some ECA. But 1st place is what we want. We want to rain that ECA all over. We want everybody to fatten up those ECA wallets. And all we need is 20 votes, guys. We get 1,000 views on these videos. Let's get over here, take 2 seconds. Like I said, you just go to my Twitter, hit this, and go ahead and vote.
And you can refresh the page and vote again?
They have cookies and stuff, so it doesn't really count. If you go on a separate device or a separate IP address, I think you can vote.
Interesting.
That's why I was saying use your cell phone and your desktop.
We're going to rain down 1 million coins.
There you go.
Use VPN. Jeff Wee, looks like
Jeff
he's
Wee,
going to get us like 10
Jeff
votes.
Wee, if you vote like 50 times and we win, you automatically win some ECA, brother. And then also I got the link right here. If you guys want to go over there, take the 2 seconds and do it, guys. It only benefits you. And I just want to show how strong this Learn Crypto community is and continue to have giveaways to help grow this community so we can continue to find these gems that we've been finding along the way. Ripple CEO says XRP will break free of Bitcoin's price. Hopefully not in a negative direction. If Bitcoin skyrockets here, it'll break free, all right, and maybe the wrong way. Let's see what he had to say. Ripple CEO Brad stated earlier today that the influence of Bitcoin over the cryptocurrency prices will end soon. This is because of the increasing knowledge of different use cases for cryptocurrencies. Quote, there is a very high correlation between the price of XRP and the price of Bitcoin, but ultimately these are independent open source technologies. It's early. Over time, you'll see a more rational market and behaviors that reflect that. This is in line with what Ripple is trying to achieve in the cryptocurrency space. It is fundamentally different from Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other altcoins. Yeah, because it's centralized and not even a cryptocurrency, and is focused on solving problems and moving value across the world. He also spoke about the various different cryptocurrencies in the world today and how 99% of them won't exist in the coming years. Talked about this a lot. I think you might have another year or two where really you can invest in a lot of these. If we hit a bull run, the tide will raise all boats. But eventually, only the real projects, not vaporware, projects that have working teams, working use cases, solving real-world problems are going to continue to exist. And those prices are the ones that are going to go to the moon, because as these vaporware projects go to zero, whatever capital is retrieved from them will go into these long-standing projects. He also made it clear that XRP token is not a security, saying, quote, if you own XRP, you don't own rights to the profits or dividends to the company. XRP has real utility. Kind of a double-edged sword there, because we all know that 99% of the use case is for Ripple, the company, not XRP, the token. Now, will companies get integrated with XRapid where you actually use XRP in order to transact the money? Possibly, but right now we are not seeing that. We are seeing it all be processed through Ripple Corporation and their current platform, where XRP seems to have no use case at all. And then the last little article I wanted to touch base before we have some fun and we let Todd answer every question for you, because I am done and taking a nap because the Cleveland Cavaliers play tonight, guys. Uh-oh. First game of the finals. You know what happens when Cleveland wins? You guys get free stuff, so you better be rooting for the Cavs and LeBron. They're probably not going to win tonight, though, guys. Officials in Venezuela begin confiscating imported Bitcoin mining hardware. Now, this title is a little deceiving. They're confiscating motherboards, GPUs. There are actually no Venezuelans really mine Bitcoin at all. They mine altcoins because they can do it via GPU and at-home mining rigs. Venezuela is an important region in the cryptocurrency world. So far, consumers and corporations have shown a keen interest in cryptocurrency. It seems that the situation may come to change fairly soon. Local sources indicate that government is confiscating any hardware related to cryptocurrency mining. Now, we've talked about Venezuela for a while, guys. It's no reason that they're embracing cryptocurrencies such as Dash, Digibyte, others down there. Their hyperinflation is through the roof. Something like 35 pounds of their currency is worth $89. That's insane. The government is confiscating this because they understand that they have failed their people and they're continuing to lose more power by the day. Over the past few years, the financial turmoil in Venezuela has become more apparent. Its national currency is losing value fairly quickly. This has caused many different issues for both corporations and consumers alike. It seems even the issuance of the Petro cryptocurrency may not necessarily improve the situation anytime. That's because the Petro is being backed by a commodity. Cryptocurrency should not be backed by a commodity, and on any commodity on top of that, it is oil, which apparently Venezuela has a ton of, but are you going to believe the government on that? I know I'm not. I would not get involved with Petro if I was you guys. Desperate times often call for desperate measures. In the case of Venezuela, citizens are flocking to cryptocurrency mining. Given the rise of value of Bitcoin, mining this currency has become more popular. As a result of the country's access to cheaper electricity, mining Bitcoin seemingly makes perfect sense. For the time being, it remains to be seen what the reasoning behind this development is. Government spokespeople have not issued any official comment regarding this statement. We kind of just talked about that. They're losing power, guys. Every day they're losing power as more and more people and stores, we've seen it, storefronts are accepting cryptocurrencies, are accepting Dash, and people are, the hilarious thing is people are mining with government subsidized electricity. So they were mining on almost free electricity. They spread out their mining rigs among neighbors' housing, hoping that the government does not see that their little electricity on the grid lights brighter. Because if they notice that you are actually using and consuming more electricity, it's already been proven that they kick in your door, take all of your cryptocurrency from you and mining rigs as well. So I hope some of those individuals who have had their doors kicked in switch to privacy coins. Probably Monero would be their best option.
Davis says we're 14 votes away from first place.
Let's go. Vote it up. Vote it up. It's that easy, guys. The first place only has 170 votes. We have 1,000 views per video. We know you guys can get out there and vote. And we know you guys have a cell phone, a desktop, a work computer. Let's get it.
The problem is you just made 3 or 4 viewers upset about XRP. So I think it's been known that Nick's not a big fan of XRP. And we do own a little. I own a little for PCG, a lot of leftover positions probably from before. So but not a current buy, really.
Here's the thing, guys.
It takes 2 to tango.
I'm not going to sit here and just say I love every coin. If I don't like the fundamentals, I don't like the fundamentals. Yep. And for that sector, I just personally prefer XLM a little better. I think it has more of a better value proposition and a use case. So maybe you should look at that one and compare and see what you think. I'm not saying there's not gains to be had on XRP. Obviously, they have a very strong following, and I'm sorry if anybody got upset. You know, that's just my opinion.
That's what markets are about. And yeah, you got to tell how you feel.
All right, is there any charts? Sorry, Tom Mullins. I did not mean to be fuddish on one of your coins. That's just my opinion. Take it or leave it. And I try not to talk about XRP or anything like that, since I know we do have a different opinion from some of our clients and a lot of the people in this community. But that just is what it is. We kind of got that out of the way when we first started this channel. Do you guys have any fundamental questions over here? Any charts you want Todd to look at, or any jokes you want to say? I know Gary's not in here to brighten up the day. So where is our other Gary's right now?
Because he told us to go live 20 minutes early. And we had got quite a few people coming in. And then he didn't show.
As Taj wants you to check out eBoost.
Tom, I thought it was funny because I know your position. That's all. There's Bitcoin 75.35. So we might blow through the highs while we're live. And Ethereum 581. So that's Ethereum going to lead the way.
Hey, Anthony and Tony, if you're in here, can you give the community right now in the chat box any information pertaining to the airdrop for OMG? I didn't really know about it yesterday, and neither of you were in the live show.
Right,
and
bring in the expert.
Caterpie Butterfree. Oh, that is awesome. Pokemon fan is wondering about the OMG airdrop. All right, somebody wants you to look at Knowles, VeChain, maybe DentaCoin for fun, and eBoost. Get to work over there, Todd.
I was in the middle of something. eBoost is having a good day, considering. There's the 5-minute chart on it, so it did finally come alive here in the last day or so. As long as you don't zoom out. There's the big uptrend that we had that it broke, and then really stayed pretty heavy on the downtrend. So,
hey, Tom, I just deleted that, not because anything you said, but just for your own safety. You really don't want to tell people how much you own of certain coins. You know, I only own $10 worth of crypto, and that's the way it should be.
Did Tom throw out a number?
Yeah.
That's why. That's funny. Ethereum short squeeze is about to happen. Right. I agree with that. That's why I've had that one up there. I think that one could happen pretty good tonight.
Tom says it's on a ledger. Hey, kudos to you. I just, fair enough. If you want to retype it, you can.
Because here's the Ethereum 2-hour. So if we've had the 1 up and an ABC down to that 500, then we could really get a rally going to the upside. I mean, we should be able to get back to 725 pretty quick. But I think it's going to matter here with Bitcoin back at that 7,600 level. But the last hour and a half's helped out for sure.
So what do we got here? Anthony says you can vote on multiple devices, each browser, Safari, Chrome, etc., as well as private incognito mode in your browser. So make sure to get on that, guys. Also, for those wondering about the OMG airdrop, Niagara Tony right here knows, he follows OMG like it's his job. The Cosmos OMG hard spoon won't happen until the Cosmos release goes live. We are minimally 2 weeks away from that. Any credit will be given to any wallet with which you hold private keys. No exchanges will be supporting it as of now, and it sounds like Tony thinks that no exchanges will support it in the future as well.
There's, just because we was talking about it, there is the XRP chart. So I think
really needs to get back above that support line there.
Yeah, it'd be nice, but I mean that's still a pretty good triangle with everything else. So, and we all know what happened when this thing was back here at 20, 25 cents. That rally was humongous.
Wick. And the CEO is saying that he wants XRP to get away, like separate itself from BTC. But really, if these markets are about to rally, you want to follow BTC, in my opinion. But we'll see what happens here. And like I said, guys, that's just my opinion on XRP from a fundamental perspective. But it's not to say by any means that their community is not strong. And they get a lot of talk and chatter on CNBC where, you know, traditional investors, new investors are going to see. So I'm not saying you can't make the gains. I just choose to hold it for my own beliefs, which you guys can disagree with.
Because Ripple is a name that's known because of CNBC. So there, you know, a lot of money could run there if this market cap works higher, no doubt.
John Roberts says only 8 more votes to first place. That is awesome, guys. You are killing it. Hey, if we get 8 more votes and we take over first place before we end this live stream in 15 minutes,
I'm taking 1 million coins and I'm leaving the country. That's what I'm doing.
I have 2 extra copies of the Internet of Money by Antonopoulos. I will bring them in, and I'm actually going to give one away for this show. So make sure to leave a comment in the comment section with your Twitter handle and go vote on the Electrode giveaway, because who doesn't want a copy of the Internet of Money? It is a great book and really a good foundation on kind of the belief and mindset behind cryptos and what it can really do for the monetary policy globally. Pretty good book.
Mainframe says 50 central banks on board Ripple. Nothing else comes close. I mean, I hear you. So
Blake wants to know where we can vote. There it is, Blake. I just linked the link right there. Coin Madness says, great show, guys, and congrats. Can you tell me what you think about Turnio? They claim 1 million transactions per second. Claiming and doing is different. I researched it a bit, and it seems legit. Have you heard about it, and what do you think? I've not really heard about it. A couple people in here have been talking about Turnio lately, so I'm writing that down. Maybe I'll take a look. If I get a chance, maybe I can do a review. Or if you happen to know a founder, lead developer, and you can get them to get in touch with us, we are always willing to have interviews. Usually we set them up after the live shows, or I take time on the weekend to get the interviews on the shows so you guys can get a better representation of that project's true vision. Jeff Ozark said, just tied up the vote. Hey, just for that mere fact, I'm going to give away a copy of the Internet of Money. If you're interested in that, leave a comment in the comment section below with your Twitter handle, and we will do a random pick tomorrow. I will ship that out to you, and then we'll have one more copy as well to give away probably when the Cavaliers win their next basketball game.
Somebody mentioned, where was that, Funfair for wonderful bricks. I know Funfair was mentioned today on CNBC. So with what they're gambling. So that's a coin that I do have some PCG clients that thought that was a pork blaster. So not much exciting on that chart. Way off the highs as all these are. But I thought it was interesting that it was mentioned today by the hedge fund guy on CNBC. So that one might come alive somewhere here.
Kujay says, comment on which video? Just comment on this video in the comment section below once it is uploaded, and you can leave comments. So after the live show, you just leave a comment with your Twitter handle, whatever you'd like to say, and you are entered to win that contest for that softback version of the Internet of Money.
You got to vote for Stunner D.
STUNAD620. A vote for me is a vote for you. I feel like a politician in here. Really, I love, I love getting the messages.
Winning? We just took the lead.
That is hilarious. I love when we give stuff away and people message me and they're excited and this and that. It's like I'm not too worried about the 400K ECA if I can give it to 20 of you guys. That would be awesome. That would make my day.
I thought TRX looked good here, but today it's been a little slow.
I mean, here's the thing I was saying about TRX. I think a lot of that mainnet was kind of built into that. I think that's why you've kind of seen a little bit of a pullback here. I know you still have a few days for mainnet to go live. We'll kind of see. My opinion on Tron is up until this point, it's really just been a white paper. They've had no working product. Obviously, we'll see what they're really made of with this mainnet and other things they were releasing. But I've kind of always just used it as a trading coin. It has really good pumps and really fast dumps. So if you can capitalize on that swing trading, I've been able to add some TRX to my bags over the past year or so, and add some Bitcoin to my bags as well.
And I'm only guessing. I doubt if Tone Vase likes it. Just guessing.
I think that's probably a really safe guess.
Right.
We can probably count those on one finger, what he actually likes. I think he's actually said a couple good things about Monero as well, so I think he's Bitcoin, Monero, and that's about all.
I don't watch him ever really, but yeah, I know he's...
I usually watch the Bitcoin morning brief every day. I see what Carter Thomas has to say every day, Data Dash. Really, the entire time I'm at my traditional job, I have something crypto-related in my ears just to try to stay up to date as these markets move really fast, guys. You know that. And I want to be able to have some stuff to talk about, some information and knowledge to bring to your guys' attention, as well as some of the coins I think you should hold in your portfolio.
QJ asked about May. Let me have the chart just for a second.
And have you looked at Knowles yet? NULS?
QJ, we had talked about Made. We had that little quick pullback off of the resistance, but since I'm bullish on Bitcoin and these things, I really think that one's probably just going to keep working higher now. I think it can break through the 50-cent level here in the next few days, so I think it's higher now. NULS?
Yep. Like I said yesterday, this is a protocol token that I really haven't looked too deep in, but a lot of people are saying it is undervalued here at $150 million market cap. It kind of looks like I might be doing a cup and handle there. I don't know.
Not much to look at, but yeah, I would say that one's going to be off to the races.
David says, do you like Knowles, Nick? Like I just said, I haven't looked deep enough to give a high-level opinion on it. I do know it is a protocol platform and focusing on ease of use again, and I do know that a lot of people have told me they think this is undervalued right here. I just haven't had time to take a deeper look, and since it ran up in price so fast from those lows, it kind of has me hesitant. I would like to see a bigger pullback before I kind of got involved.
I'd agree with Philip there saying he watches Tone for a different perspective. I mean, that's not too bad to do because that way, kind of tempers what you're thinking maybe or makes you think about things.
Yeah, that's another reason I watch a ton of the YouTubers. I also go out and follow a lot of the coins themselves. I like to get the developer's opinion. I like to get other influencers' opinion. And then I also love to see your guys' opinion in here. I take all that with my own research and then kind of present my view from all those data points to you guys via here, pre-recorded reviews, interviews, etc.
One thing I didn't really know, Palm Beach, I'm sure, and I'm no expert on Palm Beach, but they made their, they got famous from their stock picks over the last few years. So it's interesting when I looked at one of their reports today, they have stop positions on their stock holdings. Mm-hmm. And what do they have on their crypto holdings?
Hold.
No stops.
No stops.
They got buy up twos.
Yep.
That's a whole different mindset.
They do holds or buy up twos, and that is it. Some people say that it's Pump Beach Confidential, and obviously, yeah, there is a pump because there's a lot of people who either pay for the service, also a lot of rumors and leaks for random coins that are and coins that aren't picks.
Right.
They have a pretty good. Look, you guys know I'm a lifetime OG membered in. I'm locked in for life with Palm Beach. So I see all the videos, I read all the reports, I communicate with them in chat boxes, etc. They do a ton of research, and on all these coin picks, they have a 2, 3, 4, 5, 20-page write-up on them, what they see, different directions it could take. And they really, like Todd said, they made their start and their living off of picking the right assets during the tech bubble and the NASDAQ bubble.
And they're thinking a little more longer term, and they want to hit a home run. So I just thought it was funny. Their stock holdings had stop positions on them, and all their cryptos they have buy up tos. So same thing. They don't want to miss what they think is. I don't follow them like that, but they're looking for like a 20-year bull market, something like that.
Yeah, and I don't buy literally everything, a big position just because they say it. But like I said, it's just another data point for me, another perspective, another research paper I can read on some of these projects. All right, guys, it's getting about that time. The game starts in 30 minutes. Do you guys have any more questions for us? Any more charts you want Todd to look at? Have you already voted? And leave a comment in the comments section below with your Twitter handle.
Are we number one?
Let's get number one. Let's check. I don't believe you guys. You guys are liars.
Somebody jumped. Jeff and some of these guys, I think, jumped on it.
Let's see here. I don't know if this is refreshed or not.
Tony...
There we go. We are 11 votes ahead. Whoever N Rantic is went from 10 votes to 179, so he must be live right now as well. Guys, this is going to come down to the final vote.
It's tomorrow night at 6 o'clock.
6 p.m. Eastern Time. So spread the word to your friends, your family, your kids, all of your devices, your phone, your desktop, etc. Let's try to win some ECA for you guys. Top 3 do win. But first place gets 40% of over 1.1 million. Second place, I think, gets 30%. Third place only gets 10%. Now, obviously, if I get 500,000 Electra, there's going to be a lot of you that can win 10, 20, 30,000. If we only get 100,000, not so much. So I would be out here voting if I was you. It looks like I've already voted here on this computer. Let's keep it up, guys.
John wants to know, what am I buying tonight? And I guess I'd have to say I'd go with last night's buy. I'd still stay with Ethereum. Ethereum, I think, was 557 or something when we went off. We're sitting here at 581.55, and I think that's still the one probably. I'm sure there's, smaller cap coins could do better. I mean, ADA probably continues higher. I like ZRX for risk, but I think probably for the average person watching this show, I would buy Ethereum right here.
There you go.
And I think the big short positions are going to get it shoved, so I still think that's the one. And I wouldn't be shy of Bitcoin here on a, Bitcoin's back to 75.35. So I wouldn't be shy, 7,600, I'd be buying up there before it breaks out.
Jeff Wee is saying he's been shorting BCH. I have not re-entered. Obviously, I preached to you guys that I would hold 3 to 5% of my portfolio in Bitcoin Cash as a hedge against Bitcoin. And there seems to always be mysterious pumps. It has not got to a price level where I felt comfortable buying it back yet. I announced live on the air that I would be selling it around 1,400 to 1,435, which we did. Obviously went up as high as 1,600, but now we are back in the 900 level. But really, I'm also looking at the Satoshi price of BCH, Bitcoin Cash, and it's just not low enough for me to re-enter into that 3% position.
And shorting BCH here, I think that takes some big kahunas.
Shorting anything in cryptos takes kahunas.
Yeah,
but I'm looking for Bitcoin Cash to go lower as well before I would buy that back in my portfolio. Florida Coding says, is this live? Yes, it is, my friend. We are live every Monday through Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. And then keep an eye out for pre-recorded technical analysis videos, reviews, and interviews on a daily basis.
Don't forget to go to learncrypto.io and buy the cryptocurrencies and Wyckoff course. It'll be the best money ever spent.
There you go.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, we haven't even talked about the course because we know you guys know about it. But if you want to see everything we offer outside of YouTube, go in the description below. Take a look. Go to learncrypto.io. We have a free blog over there, as well as our cryptocurrency trading course and crypto private client group. Follow us on Twitter.
Plus, we're killing subscribers. We're up to, what is it now, 3,820.
We picked up like 250 or 220 subscribers today, guys.
Quick.
That is awesome.
Picked it up quick. So we appreciate that. We're going to build this community. This community is going to take a moonshot here this next 12 months.
Florida Coding says, did you cover Electra yet? So, we've already been talking about it a lot, but right there where I just sent, there's a link there. There's currently a vote going on. If I win any ECA, we will be giving it away and raining it to you guys live during the show and over on the Electra Discord. So if you want some free ECA, click on that, Florida, vote on it, get it going.
Right. Can we run a quick disclaimer just to make this all legal?
There is a high degree of risk involved in trading cryptocurrencies. Our thoughts and ideas are for entertainment purposes only. Please consult your personal advisor or do your own research. Past results are not indicative of future returns. Thank you.
All right.
Thanks,
all right.
Niagara Tony. Appreciate that. Heads up.
Thanks to Niagara Tony, to everybody who voted, but Jeff, Niagara Tony, all you guys who know how to work the system a little bit, continue to do that until 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And let's get some ECA, my friends.
She says she voted yesterday. I think you can vote again today. So
go for it.
Looks like we're nabbing the votes. So, all right, guys, that's all I got.
Thank you, guys. Make sure to get some questions ready for us. I doubt we do a live show tomorrow because we usually don't do it on Fridays. But keep an eye out.
But who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
I was home for the holiday weekend. I might stay here if the wife lets me.
And we did miss a show on Monday since we had a holiday. So you guys might be able to convince us if you send us some motivational messages over on Twitter or something and leave some good comments in the comment section below with your Twitter handle for a chance to win a copy of the Internet of Money. I love you guys.
Or send me some Ethereum. I probably would do it even for that.
If you guys have any questions, keep those in mind. Put them in the comment section. Be ready for the next live show. And, of course, this weekend, I do have a couple recorded videos ready for you guys. What are you going to tell them to buy here? Look at that camera and tell them
Ethereum.
decisive.
Buy some more Ethereum.
Buy some Ethereum. Peace.
Peace out.
Well, hey, stay positive, pal. Most people, when they lose, they whine and quit. But you got to be there for the turns. Everybody's got good luck. Everybody's got bad luck. Don't run when you lose.
Play hard, play clean, be careful out there.
We'll see you all again. Sleep tight.